We will be honoring Ozzy until the end of time. 7:41 the time, 19 minutes in front of 8 o'clock. Welcome to the Mornings with Ed show on the all-new Voice of Laguna. Absolutely delighted, beside myself, that you're here this morning. Across the country, across the globe, important things happening. We will also cover regional and local stuff happening as well when we talk to our mayor at 10 o'clock this morning, Alex Renagi, stepping in for our regular Thursday conversation. Let's talk international and the importance of what's going to be taking place on Friday. Really, we're accepting a war criminal onto the grounds of the United States and into Alaska, and that has kind of a weird twist to it. The fact that it's Alaska, but the United Nations has cataloged Vladimir Putin as a war criminal, and if he steps foot on many nations across the country, he would immediately be arrested as such. Not so much the case here. What happens here is you get a gold lame chair to sit next to the President of the United States in a meeting where they're not really... there's not going to be any asking him to stop, to take his foot off of the neck of the Ukrainian people. It'll essentially, that'll be what it is for the public. But what it really will be two nations carving up the riches from Ukraine's minerals, essentially, and land that was illegally absconded from Ukraine. That's what this is about. So don't fool yourself, please. And Alaska is unlikely to have been on a lot of people's bingo cards as the venue for a key summit between these two leaders. Yet, our biggest, most remote state is where this administration and Vladimir Putin are now set to meet for one of the most potentially consequential encounters of their presidencies. And as I said, don't look for the war to end the day that the summit ends. Look for models of carving up the minerals in Ukraine and carving up land in the Ukraine. The view from Moscow, by the way, where pro-Kremlin propagandists are already flushed with anticipation at the benefits of this face-to-face meeting, they've already won. You know, it's really, they've already delivered for Putin. The fact that the summit with the U.S. president is being held at all is already a massive win for the Kremlin. No one's talking about Russia's international isolation anymore or about their strategic defeat. This has every chance to make them historic in some way, and that's the way that they're viewing. A presidential summit allows Putin to be seen back at the top table of international diplomacy, while at the same time thumbing his nose at critics and the nations that want him shunned, if not arrested, on charges of war crimes in the Ukraine. That's what this meeting does. We've opened the door for him. We've essentially, we've bent over for him at this point. Whereas the strongest nation on earth, the United States, could have taken action to stop this, as we were promised that it would happen on day one. As I recall, it's well past January 21st at this point. So just across the Bering Strait from the Chukotka region in Russia, far east, Alaska was once a remote possession of the Russian Empire before it was sold to the United States in 1867 for what was, even back then, a paltry sum of a little over $7 million. It was about 2 cents an acre. So the idea that Moscow got a raw deal still lingers, and a visit to our Alaska, as one prominent Russian TV host said, bolsters Putin's nationalist credentials. And then we've got the video clips of the Freudian slip of Trump misspeaking at the White House at the news conference ahead of this summit, saying he was going to Russia to meet Putin. Those things have been trending on social media with captions saying the U.S. president has finally admitted it's ours. That's Russian social media saying that, by the way. Again, it's a show. So take it for what it is. Do not expect that on the day that this summit is over, that the war will end or that the grief will end for the Ukrainian people. I believe that this summit, afterwards, the grief will just be getting started. 7:46 the time. It's the Mornings with Ed show.
The most important conversations, the best entertainment, the Mornings with Ed show on the Voice of Laguna.